Hello, folks. I'm Tom Starlove, and you're listening to Tolstoy Radio. Today, we're going to talk about Tolstoy wanting us to go back to the farm. And it is a beautiful, romantic idea, and it would probably work, and it may still be the best. Gandhi, in his time, said that there were other things we could do, but that farming was the ideal. Why did Tolstoy think it was the ideal? Well, first here, a little history. Tolstoy's writing really at the cusp of the Industrial Revolution. We perfectly had a chance to go back to the farms, and Tolstoy said that that's how Genesis put it, that we were made to eat bread by the sweat of our brow, and for women to go through labor and pain. That's in Genesis. Tolstoy said, look, farming, feeding yourself, living off the land like that, it's healthy. It's really arguably how we were created, to work with our hands, our fingers, and to work hard. Then just a little while later, Gandhi came along, and Gandhi said, there are other things we can do to manually labor, to physically labor, and that we could still reach the best of life by going into other trades such as carpentry and some other trades that he mentioned, but all physical labor. And still, Gandhi said, while acknowledging that farming was still the ideal. Well, over time things become more chaotic. There comes more disorder in the universe. That's the physicist giving us this constant of universal chaos, and that over time the order breaks down and the universe becomes more disordered. Alright, that's not me talking, that's physics. That's the laws of nature. Well, so maybe that applies to how Gandhi saw that we couldn't just return to farming quite so easily, that we had to, that there maybe in his reality it was just unrealistic for the entire Indian population to return to the farms. Well, here we are, fast forward again 70 years, and you know what, I think that perhaps farming is the ideal, to live off the land, and that perhaps that is how we were created to survive. But farming's different nowadays. I mean, unlike Tolstoy's time, there's enough food to feed the world population, and it's all automated. Maybe we don't all need to work on the farms. Maybe I think that this is what I believe. Here's what I believe now. Send everybody home. That we don't need all these jobs. We don't need all these workers. Send everybody home. Now, of course, they're gonna need food, and they're gonna need shelter, and they're gonna need some walking around money. But why go through? Why just humiliate people with these menial jobs that are really unnecessary? I bet you we could probably, through technology, get rid of up to 90% of the jobs. The only jobs that would be left would be cleaning toilets and and serving food, and the people that chose to do those jobs, they should be highly paid. I think school should be free, especially for scientists and mathematicians and engineers. If you want to study those subjects that the world needs, that should be free. If you want to study art history or something like that, then well, maybe even art history is something that could be free. But if you don't want to study what's really useful to the society, then you pay for that degree. There's the society that I'm envisioning. So people aren't tied down to some menial, useless, unnecessary work. People go to school for free. People have time to get closer to God. Why aren't they doing it? Okay, that's part two. Why aren't we doing it? That's part two. That's is it slavery? Join us for part two of this, and part two of What to Do by Tom Starlove and Tolstoy Commune.